Hi, I'm Jen. This is a yoga for the hips class, and the style is functional flow, which has an emphasis on strength, range of motion, and steadiness. So put on your favorite tunes and we'll start standing at the top of the mat. Keeping your feet shoulder distance apart, lengthening down through the tailbone and shoulder blades and lifting up through the sternum to create length on both sides of the body, and then lift the arms up overhead, reaching nice and high. Turn the palms in towards one another and really let the shoulder blades relax down. Keep reaching up, keeping the shoulder girdle really steady. So rooting the bones into the joints and then reaching from there. And just start to take some deep breaths, filling up through the upper chest and exhaling all the way out. Long, deep breaths. Filling up as completely as you can, exhaling as completely as you can. On an exhale, lower your arms down. We're going to do some half sun salutes. So keeping your feet where they are, shoulders rolling back. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive the arms back. Take a little bend in the knee. Keep the back really straight, lengthening through the back body. Come all the way down to touch the fingers, bend the knees. And then inhale, just come halfway up with the back. Bring the hands to the legs. Look forward or down. And exhale, back down to the floor, fingertips touch, relax the neck. Inhale, bend the knees, roll all the way back up, reach the arms overhead, shoulder blades down the back, lengthening through both sides of the body. Exhale, down. One more time, inhale, overhead. Exhale, swan dive down with bent knees, a strong belly. Relax down on the exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Shoulder blades down the back again, looking forward. Exhale, touch down. Relax the neck. And then inhale, strong through the feet. Come up with the arms alongside the body, arms overhead. And exhale, arms down. Take a moment to feel. A couple breaths here. Next inhale, we're going to come up with the arms. Exhale, swan dive down. So taking that sun salutation again, relax the head. Inhale, halfway up. This time, exhale, touch down at the floor, step back, and bring the knees down to a tabletop position. And then right into it, inhale, press into the hands. Start to lift the sternum up, look forward. Exhale, tuck your tail just a little bit, start to arch through your back. Relax your head and slowly move into child's pose. Making this a flow. One more time, inhale. Coming to tabletop, lifting the sternum, looking forward. Exhale, rounding through the spine. When you finish that exhale, settling into child's pose. And inhale, coming back up. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, and send them back and up. And then let your heels be really heavy here. They don't have to touch, and you can bend your knees just to touch. And then press into your hands. Keeping the shoulder blades down the back, so rolling the shoulders away from the ears. Pressing nice and strong through the shoulder girdle. Keeping the ears in line with the upper arms. And then pedal the feet here a couple times. Keeping a nice deep breath. And then look forward. We're going to step to the top of the mat. Slowly come up with the hands alongside the body and inhale, reach up. Exhale, arms down. Pause here for a couple of breaths. And then we'll come on back to down dog. Inhaling, reach up. Exhale, maybe take the hands in towards the body in prayer as you lower down. Just an option. You can always take your arms back still. Inhale, halfway up. Strong in the belly, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, touch and step back. Bring the knees down. Inhale into the cow pose. Exhale, cat pose and child's pose. Nice and easy. Inhale, coming up, tuck the toes and back to downward facing dog. Coming into a comfortable position here, rolling the shoulders back and push into the hands. Keep the heels heavy, knees bent, low belly is drawing up and in. Take a big deep breath into the upper chest. And exhale out through the mouth. Feel the belly drawing up and in. Hips reaching, heels heavy. A lot of extension through your body. You can even come up to the tippy toes and then reach the heels. Come up to the toes, reach the heels. And after a couple rounds of that, you're going to come into three-legged dog. So lift your right leg up. So we're trying to get the psoas muscle to stretch here. Bend the knee and reach the knee up towards the sky. So you start to open up through the front of the right hip. Get as heavy into your left heel as you can and push strongly through your right hand. So you're feeling a stretch through the opposite leg and the front of the right. Come back down really slowly. You can shake out the wrists if you need to, pedal the feet, and then come to the other side. So lifting the leg, bend the knee, coming into three-legged dog. Reach the knee back and up at a nice angle, pointing to the back of your mat. Feel the stretch through the front of the hip. And then very square through the shoulders and hip. Inhale, turn back, drop the foot, pedal the feet. Come down to all fours and press back to child's pose. Come up to the tippy fingers. And then exhale down. Just trying to lengthen the body for a moment. And then you can relax the hands. Inhale, come back up to all fours. From here, we're going to take a vinyasa. So pressing back to downward facing dog. On an inhale, plank pose. On an exhale, lower your knees and then drop your tops of the feet to the floor. Start to press down through the tops of your feet. Turn your elbows out to the sides and then swing them in so you're hugging your rib cage. Lift your sternum, look forward. Lower down as you press your feet into the mat. Roll your shoulders back, and then on an inhale, compress your feet, lift up through your sternum. Exhale, release down, tuck your toes. Inhale, press up. Exhale, back, child's pose. And then we'll just come forward and shift into down dog. And then stand back up to the top of your mat. Use an inhale, arms alongside, and reach all the way up at the top of that inhale, and exhale, arms down. Take a few breaths to feel. So now we're going to move into a little standing sequence. We'll take the right leg back and just make sure we get everything in. Take the right leg back. So you're going to come wide-legged towards the side of your mat. We're going to lower down by bending the right knee, keeping the left leg extended, toes to the sky. So we're stretching the inner thigh for a couple of breaths. Inhale, coming back through the middle and then over to the other side. Pressing through the heel, keeping some weight distribution in the heel and in the ball of the foot. And then inhale, coming back up. We're going to turn towards the top of the mat now, but keep the back leg where it is. So we come into a warrior one type position where the back foot is angled in about 45 degrees and the front foot is forward. We'll bend the knee just a little bit here and reach out for warrior two. Shoulder blades are down the back and arms are set forward just a little bit, and then we're reaching through the fingertips while the arm bones are pulled into the joints. Good. From here, we're going to extend the front leg so it straightens. Drop the front arm and reach up overhead. And then exhale, we're going to come down into a triangle pose, just stopping right here. Once that top arm is facing forward, we would just want to lengthen in both directions. Reach over. Keep the chest forward. Inhale up. And exhale down. We're going to come to the other side. So turning towards your other foot. Back foot in 45 degrees. Reach out for warrior two. Keep lengthening. Set the shoulders forward a little bit and down the back. Knee over the ankle. Really pressing the feet down into the mat as you reach out. Looking over the front middle finger. Inhale, straighten the leg, bring the arm down and reach up. On an exhale with nice strong legs, you're just going to lower down until the fingers are pointing to the sky. And then really reach open. So you're lifting through the rib cage. Maybe your body wants to slide down a little bit more and that's comfortable, no problem. Staying nice and lifted, not putting too much pressure into the leg. We want to push the feet into the mat and reach up with equal energy so that this arm doesn't have to do much, but just spot. Reach over if that feels okay, keeping the chest open. And then inhale, reach up to come up. We'll turn the toes back forward, relax. Hands on hips, inhale, and exhale, fold forward. The toes can point out just a little bit, no problem, or even in, if that's comfortable, because they'll eventually slide out. So hands were on hips and down at the floor now, and maybe in front for support, even on the tippy fingers. Take a big inhale and exhale. Just release into the pose. With an exhale, bend one knee, send the hips back, getting a stretch again along the inner thigh. And then inhale, walking the hands through the middle a little bit, and then coming to the other side. And then all the way back to the top of the mat. We'll take the feet back, down to the knees, back to child's pose. Inhale, we come back to all fours. Take the right foot forward. So we're in a nice deep lunge. We're going to tuck the toes. Press into the front hand and start to open up, reaching the top hand to the sky. So we're stretching the front of the left side, hip flexors, and as we press the toe down, we're helping to support the body by keeping some engagement. So pressing again into the front foot, the back toes, and the front hand. As you exhale next, come back down. Just back to child's pose for a breath or two. And to the other side. And then again, inhale, you tuck the toe, press into that big ball of the foot, right hand, left foot, and reach up and open. So you're feeling this space opening up as you twist, and you're supporting by pressing away from the floor. 3, 2, 1. Exhaling, come down, child's pose. And then we'll flow through a full vinyasa. So we'll inhale back to downward facing dog. And then inhale forward to plank. Exhale, knees down, tops of the feet down. Exhale the rest of your body down into that tricep push-up. And then inhale, coming up to cobra. Exhale down. Inhale, press up. And back again into downward facing dog. From here, inhale the right leg up, 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 up. Then the knee open up, stretching the front hip. And then back down, exhale. Inhale, lift the other leg, bend it, point the knee back, feel that opening up through the front hip. And exhale, slowly back down. Inhale, come back to plank, lower the knees, and come to hero pose. Just pausing to feel the yoga. Keeping your attention on the breath. Filling up as much as you can, and exhaling as completely as you can. Bringing the mind into a steady, calm place. Steadiness in life can start with steadiness of the mind. And we practice by just becoming completely present to the breath. From this place, we're going to come into an easy cross-legged pose before we come onto our backs. So heels can be lined up, ankles can be crossed, whatever is comfortable for you. You can sit on a blanket to lift the hips above the knees if the hips are really tight. But starting here, palms facing up, just lengthen the tailbone down as you reach through the crown of your head. Checking in with your posture, finding balance on your sit bones, noticing if you're leaning forward or leaning back, coming back to shoulders down the back. From this position, we're going to bring the palms down to the mat, or you can be on your tippy fingers, either way. Lift the right arm overhead, and as you exhale, we're going to side bend over. But instead of collapsing to the right side, we're going to lift up through the right side and press down through the left hand. So we have those opposing forces keeping us in this place, in this pose, so we can feel what there is to feel and really get a nice opening through the rib cage. Really lift and breathe into that space. Feel what happens on the exhale. Everything gets heavy and long and spacious. On the inhale, we create that space and we kind of move into it on the exhale. Inhale, press into the floor, reach through the top arm and lower down with an exhale. Just feel that side for a second. And then inhale, left side up. Come over to the right, but keep lifting through the opposite rib as you lower down. And you want to check in with the shoulder that's on the bent arm. It's rolling away from the face. Right, so it's not tucked up in here or pressing out this way. You want to roll it in. Keep the chest open. Reach over. So shoulder blades rolling down the back. Lift and opening through the rib cage, really focusing your awareness into this space. Couple more deep breaths. Inhale to come up. Exhale, release down. From here, come onto your back by holding onto your knees and slowly lowering down to the floor. We're just going to start with something neutral. So interlace your hands in front of your face with the palms facing up, and bring your knees to this position. As you inhale, you're going to reach up through the heels and the palms, getting nice and long. Keep your head down. As you exhale, bend the knees, bend the arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. One more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Slowly bring the feet to the floor. Pause. Bring the palms down alongside your mat. Arms down beside your mat. Palms facing down. Tuck the shoulders in just a little bit, and then we're going to come to bridge. So make sure you can touch your heels just slightly. And as you inhale, lift those hips and expand through the rib cage. More expansion in the rib cage than there is pressing into the hips or pressing up with the hips. So we've got feet into the floor, shoulders pressing down into the mat, lifting the chin, making a little space. Feel the legs engage. Not too much squeezing through the glutes. And then as you exhale, just roll down one vertebrae at a time. Deep breath in, feel the space in the low back, and then exhale here. Hands on the belly. One more time in bridge, inhale, press into the feet, lift the hips, but not too much, and then lift through the chest to find more space. Lift the chin away, press down into the shoulders. With your next exhale, roll down one vertebrae at a time. Lift the feet, inhale, and exhale. Pull the knees into the chest. Inhale, just float the knees away from the chest for a moment, holding on still, and then exhale, hug in again. Bring the feet to the floor, and then cross the right ankle over the left knee, and just press the leg away from the body. Release and switch sides. Couple deep breaths here. And then right ankle over the left knee again. Interlace your hands around your knee and then draw the knee up to the left shoulder. Feeling the stretch in the outer right glute. Big breaths here. A lot of our back pain can come from these glutes. All this area can get super tight and cause a lot of chronic pain. So this is my favorite go-to hip stretch. Slowly release that leg, switch feet. Interlace around the knee. Pull in a diagonal up to the right shoulder. Breathe into the sensation that you feel. Slowly release and put the foot back down. Again, with a symmetrical movement, we're going to draw the knees into the chest on an exhale. Interlace the hands overhead, inhale, and reach up. Exhale down, reach up. Exhale down. Last one, inhale up. Exhale down. Pause for a moment. Close your eyes. Your hands on your belly. And breathe. Relax through your eyes, your cheeks, your jaw. You can spread your feet a little bit and let your knees prop into one another. Relax your neck and your shoulders. Arms, palms, and fingers. Upper chest, belly. Relax. Hips, thighs, and knees, relax. Relax your shins and your calves and your feet. If you'd like to extend your legs for the rest of Shavasana, feel free. Draw the shoulder blades under just a little bit to find complete relaxation and let the feet drop out to the sides. Let your body rest for 5 to 10 minutes in this pose before gently waking yourself up to the next part of your day. Namaste.